Hey guys, back at the off-grid. Looking pretty good actually. After working yesterday, coming out today and looking, I did lots yesterday. Holy crap. What a difference. Okay, so gotta knock down a few of these on this side. We gotta get rid of all these deadheads, widowmakers. Someone asked me why they're called widowmakers. I guess they don't be in the off-grid or in the bush too much, but see these trees here, they're just leaning over, okay? They're called widowmakers because a lot of guys that work in the bush, those things would just, they'd fall when they fall, right? They just go down. And if, you know, if you're walking underneath it and that thing falls on you, you're dead, and now your wife's a widow. So that's where that came from. That's why they're called widowmakers. Because you walk underneath it, now she's a widow. But look how far that's leaning. That's what I'm talking about. That one's really dangerous. I think the only thing really holding it up is the top of that tree there. So, yeah, it's got to come down quick. Anyway. Okay. I didn't notice this one was down. I cut it, but I didn't move it, eh? So, yeah, I think this area here might be where I'm going to put it. Because I was thinking about it last night. And I think right here, you know, this is the nicest spot. And there's not very many big trees that have roots underneath. So, I'm thinking right here maybe. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'll be back. Damn, that got hung up good. exactly where I wanted too. Holy shit. So, I wanted this big bitch to land beside that other log there. Right in line with it if I could, which it did. Yeah. Quite close actually. Trying to get to land there because I didn't want to land on my logs and then I'd have to cut it all up and everything right away to get my logs out. So I was quite happy that I landed there. 50% knowledge and 50% bullshit luck. So 50-50 on that one. I can take 50% of the credit for the fall and 50% goes to bullshit luck. There, I turned you around. So this one here is going to be my post. I'm going to cut probably 3, maybe 4 posts out of this puppy. And then we'll get 3 or 4 posts out of that one for sure. That's beautifully straight. I might use that for one of the main beams, in fact. It's pretty good. Then that one and that one, like, got lots of room for posts, so yeah. In fact, that might be good enough for a beam too. Hang on. You know what? That's gonna be a beam. Okay, don't waste that one. That one's too straight. So I've decided I'm gonna put my cabin there, but I'm changing the measurements a little bit. Hang on. So I remembered the original Homestead, off-grid Homestead, which is still standing, by the way, 50 some years later. All we've ever had to do was change 2 posts underneath and do the roof once or twice. But yeah, so I'm building this one exactly like I did that one. But exactly means exactly. I was going to build this cabin 20 by 24. I don't know why. All I want is a cozy little cabin for myself. Basically, I'll probably be the only one that's ever here anyway. So I'm going to build it. What we had on the original was 16 by 20. So I'm going to build my cabin 16 by 20, my cozy little cabin. That'll give me a good 8 by 8 bedroom, plus my solar room, and the rest is open concept anyway. So I'll have like 14 by 14 living area, which is huge for one person. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go 16 by 20, like the original Homestead. And we're building it the same way, so why not? Okay, see you soon. Hey, so doing pretty good today. We got down a couple of the widow makers, and that last one there is just teetering. I'm too tired to dodge it today, so I'll wait till tomorrow and finish taking that puppy down.